Welcome back. So, after finishing the series of all the 9 planets and understanding the viewpoint of planets, now we are going to talk about the ascendant or the Lagna. First of all, why it is called the Lagna? Okay. What is the traditional meaning of Lagna? Lagna is the combination. Okay. When two things meet, it is called marriage. Okay. That is why it is Lagna. Marriage. So the Lagna ascendant, or say the ascendant, is the sign which is at the horizon. And what is the horizon? Horizon is the marriage between sky and earth, Akash and Patal. So at the point where Akash and Patal are meeting at the time of your birth is called your ascendant. The first house, Lagna. Okay, that is the Lagna of Akash Tattva and Prithvi Tattva. It is where sky and earth meet. Okay. See, what is the role of sun? The degree of sun is considered from where the sun is. The degree of moon is considered from where the moon is. But your body, what about your body? The Lagna, your head, your personality, it is considered from the horizon at the time of your birth. So Lagna is nothing but the horizon at the time of your birth. Getting my point? The horizon is which sign is coming up when you are being born. Okay, that is the ascendant. The Lagna. Okay. Consider this is the plane of earth and this is the horizon. Over here, the first sign coming up over here is Libra. Then Libra becomes your ascendant. If over here the sign is Pisces, then Pisces becomes your ascendant. So whatever sign is coming up from the horizon is called ascendant. Why do we consider it? Because that is why it is called your rising sign. Okay, understand the word rising. Rising. It is rising up. Okay, so that is the sign which is rising up, and while that sign was rising up, at that moment you are born. Okay, so the rising sign plays a very important role in this nature, specifically in this age, Kali Yuga. Because see, Sun was considered the hero in Satya. Then Mercury was considered a hero in Dwapar Yuga. Then in Treta Yuga, Moon was considered a hero. Now the Yuga is totally different. Now it is a Kali Yuga, where people are not oriented towards the sun, that is truth and reality. People are not oriented towards the moon, that is their self, inner self, the spirituality. Okay. They are neither oriented towards Mercury, which is God, or the messenger of God, which is their own soul. Okay. What are people oriented about? They are oriented about the material life. So that is why at this point of life, you need to consider ascendant sign a very important part. See, ascendant sign plays a very important part in Kali Yuga, equal to the sun, moon and Mercury. Getting? So that is the ascendant sign. And what does ascendant or rising sign shows? It shows the first house, that is your face, your outlook, what you are. Okay. So what happens is, ascendant sign is the rising sign. It is the zodiac or the Rashi which is placed at the horizon going upwards while you are getting born. Now it plays a very vital role in building your personality. And the effect of ascendant directly is on your face. Okay, your face. All the effects of ascendant, what you are inside, what you are outside, everything is shown on your face. Getting it? So this is why it is easier to read the faces of people, and one can predict in which nakshatra the person is born. Okay. People can also predict their characteristics, how they are from inside, the reliability, their interests, okay, many things. So let's begin. In face reading, what you have to see first. First of all, forget about nakshatras and all. We are coming to it later, okay? Like what nakshatra is giving you, what kind of outlook, what kind of face, and what kind of personality. First of all, just understand the basic principles of face reading. Okay, come closer. Okay, can you see my face? Yes, everyone can see my face. So, the basic principle of face reading is first you understand the borders of the face. You construct a shape. Okay, and watch after constructing a shape that what is the outline of the face. Don't consider the ears. Okay, the outline of the face. Whether it is round, whether it is triangular, whether it is round, okay, or whether it is a square, whether it is a rectangle. See, so there is always outline of the face. The first thing you have to always see about the face reading, or when you do a face reading, is the outline of the face. Stop seeing eyes and eyebrows and nose and everything, because these are the detailing of the face. Okay, the detailing is always, you have to see it later on. You don't have to see the details first. That is where you would be mistaken. Okay. See, if the outline of the face is long and elongated, okay, and then if you see the person is having round eyes, and from round eyes you predict that okay, this person is very sensitive, emotional and empathetic. But no, a person with elongated face is always dominant. Okay, long face, dominant. So the internal characteristics are the detailing and essence of the person inside. But previously, you have to consider the outline of the face. Until and unless you understand the outline nature of face, other things are always afterwards. Okay, after you have to notice everything afterwards. So let me talk about the outline of the face first. See, people with round face, okay, round face, they represent the water element. And what is water element? Water element is emotional, but water element is also moody. Water element is transitive. It doesn't like to be stuck it doesn't like monogamous life. Okay, but water element is also empathetic. It is sensitive. Okay, that's why people with round faces are very good for long-term relationships. Okay, because round face people, they are kind of empathetic towards whatever they get attached to. Yes, it is a negative point that they get clingy sometimes, and whatever they are attached to, it is very hard for them to break from it. But yes, round faced people are always empathetic, sensitive. They understand the value of love. Okay, and those are the perfect people what you should search in a long term relationship. Okay, if you're going into a short term relationship, if you just want some good healthy time in your life, you just want to date and hang around and you want to enjoy all the sexual pleasures, okay, then this might not be a right person, okay, because the sex drive of this person is not that high. Okay, people with long face have very much bigger sex drive. Okay, the sexual drive of long faced people is very much high. Okay, so if you are going to enjoy a good sexual life, okay, if you are just going into dating and if you just want to enjoy the pleasures of life, okay, then you can select a long faced person. Okay, but if you are thinking about long term relationship, okay, reliability, empathy, emotional connection, okay, that is where round faced people are very good in the life. Okay, so round faced people show water element and they are very good in emotional connection. Okay, they get attached very fast. Okay, it is hard for them to leave attachment. Okay, that's why they have an empathetic bond. Okay, so round faced people have such water tattva like what do you say capacity. Next is oblong face. The long face. They have this Prithvi Tattva like nature. Okay, they are methodological. Okay, they always follow method. They are practical. They are logical. Okay, and they are dominant. Plus, they have a very good sexual drive. Okay, long faced people, and that is why they are like they have this tough time in adjusting into relationships. Okay, why do long faced people have this tough time in adjusting into relationships? Because see, first of all, relationships are meant to be seen and understood from emotions and empathy and not from logic and analytical mind. Okay, you don't try to solve the opposite person, you try to enjoy with the opposite person. When you try to solve the opposite person, there is no empathetic bond. Okay, everything is a mental bond and there is no happiness, the pleasure of satisfaction. Okay, when you want to in understanding a relationship mentally. Okay, so what do long faced people do? Long faced people are already hardworking, analytical and logical. Now these kind of people have hard time in relationships because these three things are made for the self, for career, for society. Okay, in a relationship one must be dumb in order to emotionally attach. Now, a person who is very much logical has IQ more than EQ. So, long faced people have more IQ rather than round faced people have more EQ. Okay, the emotional quotient is very much high. That's why they give more importance to relationships and not logic. Okay, and mark my words, if you want to sustain a bond, forget about logics. Okay, just give each other preference and priority in regardless of whatever the life situation is. Only then you can sustain a bond. Okay, but opposite to that, if you want to handle a business, if you want to do if you want to handle some government authority, if you want to handle some career perspective, okay, for that you don't need all these emotions. For that you need hardworkingness, you need patience. Rather than patience, I would say firmness, analytical mind, methodological mind. Okay, that is what the person with long face are very good of. Okay, so see, everybody is going to have plus and minus point. Please don't focus on your negative points and lose hope in your life. Okay, because you must be having something else with you. Okay, and you can always work upon your lacks and whatever you are lacking in your life. Okay, always. So coming, the third phase is triangular phase. Okay, big forehead, long face, short chin. Okay, they are usually creative people, They also have a very good intellectual ability, but they are also very good artists. Okay, because of their big forehead, they are always troubleshooters and problem solvers. Okay, and because of their long chin, their creativity is given a very high peak. Okay, they have a very big creativity. Okay, because this also indicates your Ketu. Okay, in Ketu, when it is very big, it is like a fish. And see how creative fishes are, how colorful, creative they are made. Okay, so a very big Ketu shows deep creativeness. Okay. So triangular face, a triangular face shows artistic nature, and it is the sign of fire. Okay, they are more fiery element to the triangular face, and that is why, because of fiery element, they are sometimes arrogant. Okay, it is a very harsh thing. They don't know this softness. They don't be polite because they are impulsive people. Okay, so the people with triangular face are impulsive in nature. Okay, then, but they always have these artistic abilities, which is going to always help them. Okay, then comes a face with square face. Okay, a square face. Like this. Okay. A slightly lower forehead than mine, and if you see the chin should be exactly like what to say, the chin should be a little broad. Okay, so broad chin, medium forehead, and this thing is equalized. Okay, upper cheeks are not very high. Okay, they shouldn't be, because this is what is your heart chakra. If this is very big, the person again gets emotional. Okay, then the square face is again turning. Square face people don't have higher upper cheeks. Okay, they equalize upper cheeks and lower cheeks. Okay, forehead is slightly less than mine, and the chin is slightly greater than mine. Okay, like this, broadly. These people are determined. They have this power of determination into them, but they are also aggressive in nature. Okay, if you see the faces of criminals, okay, do a study. Go into the web and do a study. See the faces of criminals. Search the criminals, all the photos of criminals of year 2022. Then see the year 2021. Then see 2020. Okay. Do researches. Okay. Then research and see. 85% of aggressive cases. Okay, like domestic violence, murders, fights, street fights. These are done by square-faced people like this. Okay, and look to the face. Okay, it is very much important that you research. It is the tiny things in life which teach you everything. Your head should be focused in research. When you see someone, your Rahu should be activated, and again, it should teach you that, okay, this person is looking like this. Okay, this is like, okay, this is foreign like this. Okay, this is over here. The distance is like this. Okay, we'll come to it later. But until and unless you have that curiosity to analyze and observe everything you see and watch. Face reading is a very tough job. Okay, so it needs a lot of creativity. And apart from creativity, it needs a lot of sense of doing. So check out. Most of the criminals you will see, they are square faced because they can control their aggression. Okay, so if a square faced people is there, a person is there, then it is very likely that the person is aggressive in nature. Because see, this emotional thing is less. This Jupiter, which is dominance, it is equal to the emotional portion. Okay, so the dominance is now trying to grab hold of emotions. Okay. And this forehead, okay, the bigger the forehead, the more patient the person is. Okay, the lesser the forehead, the more impatient the person is. So what happens is, when the patience level is not higher, then the aggression and rage. And this chin, if the Ketu is straight, okay, see different fishes. Okay, if you see big deadly fishes, they have like big tails, okay, big fins, okay, big fins. Consider this as a fin of the fish. Okay. Say like shark. Shark has a very big fin. Okay, that is why it is aggressive. Stingray, it is just a fin. What it has from which it stings. Okay, it is not considered a fin. It is actually the weapon, a thorn, and it is a single fin fish. And how deadly it is. Okay, so consider this as a fin. Okay, see, you don't have to memorize things, you have to understand things. Many people feel that, oh my God, Rajat, you are memorizing this. How come you remember all these things like your brain is a processor, your brain. No. I just have a simple ability. I don't memorize things, I understand things. Okay, and when you understand things, you don't need to memorize things. So understand. This is the art of understanding. You don't have to memorize about chin, shape and everything. Understand. See, consider this as a fin of the fish. The bigger the fin, the greater the danger. The shorter the fin, easily controllable. Okay, but with the fin, you also have to see the length and breadth. Okay, so this was square. After square comes rectangle. Now rectangle face people are very much humble. Okay, they are like tolerant in their life. Okay. And apart from tolerant, it is like what we say. Like they know their strength and weaknesses. Okay, and a person who is knowing the strength and weaknesses would never blame. Okay, this is a very important thing. Okay, see, only when a person doesn't know its strength and weaknesses, that person blames someone else in life. When the person knows their own strength and weaknesses, he will only blame himself. Okay, right, it was my mistake, I blame myself because that is my weakness. Okay, simple acceptance. This happened in my life because this is my weakness and I couldn't correct my weakness. Okay, that is what acceptance is. And before acceptance is going to come, change is not going to come. Change is afterwards. First, there is acceptance, and there is change. Nobody can change if they cannot accept things. Okay, that's why I don't argue with people who don't accept things, because if they can't accept themselves, if they can't accept the negative points of them, okay, and they want to contradict, then how can I expect them to change? I can't expect them to change. So if you argue with me 2 to 3 times, I am like, okay, dude, I will do this thumbs up symbol. Go, enjoy. Because you need acceptance. So people with rectangle face are very good with acceptance, because they know their strength and weaknesses. People who don't accept is because they don't understand that strength and weaknesses. They always take things personal. They don't know that there is a table of strength, there is a table of weaknesses. Everyone is gonna have that. And when people show you your weaknesses, you don't have to shout. You accept. When things go wrong, look inside you and see what was your weakness. Okay. So these rectangle face people are very good with what we say, knowing their strength and weaknesses. That is why they are good leaders, because a good leader should always know other strengths and weaknesses. They are humble and polite because they know that where they are wrong, where they are right. Okay. So rectangle face people. This is about rectangle face people. So as I said, round face people is water. Oblong face people is wood. Okay. Triangular face people is fire. Square face people is air, and rectangle face people is ether. Okay. So this was the basic about the boundary of the face. Because before we go into the detailing, one must always know that what you have to see first and analyze first is the outline tattva. Getting it? And yes, there is a change in face each and every time the person attains different things in life. Okay. I recently saw a picture of a soldier before war and after war. Okay, you would see drastic change. Okay, after the person has struggled in life, suffered in life, okay, there is a drastic change in the face. Not just the forehead lines, not just the shape. Okay, even sometimes the face changes, the length change. Okay, when you are happy, okay, there is this crease over here, but with that crease, a happy soul always have this upper cheeks strong. Okay, like this. See, I'm happy in my life right now, so I have this upper cheek strong. You see my photo around what you say 2016, 17, 18. I did had my upper cheeks. Okay, when I used to smile like this, my upper cheeks weren't there because I was in very great depression at that time. Okay, so I was struggling in my life. Okay, so if you see my older photos, okay, they might be present somewhere in my social media. If they are present, you can see that my face was really elongated. Okay, and I didn't have this upper cheeks because my heart chakra was totally drained. Okay, I didn't have my heart chakra. There was a void inside. That is why these upper cheeks were missing. Okay, and if you also see my photos like around in my childhood, I was this, I want to say, chubby kid, and at that time also my face was very big. I had this very big upper cheeks because I was again happy during that time. Only when in between time when I was struggling in my life, I was not at all happy. Okay, I was in some kind of depression thing. Okay, at that time I had no upper cheeks. Okay, so see, upper cheeks are the reason of your happiness. Lower cheeks are the reason of your dominance. Okay, so if you see, who has very big lower cheeks? Our Home Minister Amit Shah. Okay, he is a dominant authority. Okay, even though Mr. Modi is Prime Minister, but see whose lower cheeks are very high. It's Amit Shah, because Amit Shah takes a very big part in decision maker, as a decision maker, right? So whenever you see authority who has this greater lower cheeks, then that authority is a very good decision maker. Okay, because Jupiter makes them a decision maker. Right. So this was about the facial curves, right? Apart from facial curves, now we are heading to the face profile, because face profile is also very necessary. Face profile is like how the face is made. Okay, look from this angle. Okay, how can I show you? Let's check from my eye. See, this is where you see the face. Now when you want to see the profile, you have to see like this. Okay, and while seeing the profile, first you have to see whether the face is concave or the face is convex. Okay, if this is the face, then it is convex, like just like a convex lens. If the face is like this, if there is more mass over here, the face is concave. If there is more width over here and over here, then the face is convex. Okay. So the people with convex faces are more stubborn. They are more impatient in life. Okay. More stubborn and more impatient. Because see, where does impatience come from again? Impatience comes from emotions, emotional instability. Okay, and if you see a convex lens, okay, this is the convex lens. Okay, where is the diameter higher? Over here. Okay, this is the short diameter. This is the short diameter. In the middle, it is higher. Okay, so when the energy of this center, the heart chakra, is higher than the energy of Sahasrara chakra and root chakra, the person is stubborn and impatient. Okay, when you start developing changes in yourself, within like 2 to 3 months, 4 months, you are going to see changes in your face. Okay, you will see the changes in your diet, you will see changes in your hormones. Okay, so convex face. Okay, this is the convex face. Okay, so they are, what you say, stubborn, impatient and harsh. How to recognize convex face? The middle area of the face is greater than the above and top. Okay, and opposite is the concave face. Okay, this is broad, and this is narrow. Okay, people with broad forehead, broad chin and narrow in between part, okay, they are like they have a very good temperament. First of all, they can control themselves very well. Okay, because a big forehead gives a more controlling power, self-control, tolerance. Okay, and the bad thing about them is like they are judgmental. Okay, but their judgment is not wrong, but they be judgmental in each aspect of their life. Okay, and just because of this judgment, they cannot enjoy things. Okay, you can enjoy things in your life when you don't judge them. But when you are enjoying, you are still far away from reality. So, so there is two sides of the coin. Okay, if you want to be on the reality, you need to bloody judge things. Okay, until and unless you judge things, you are not on the side of reality. You are just enjoying things, keeping the reality hidden beneath it. If you want to see the reality and if you want to be on the reality, you have to remove this shadow of non-judgmentalness. Okay, you need to be judgmental. You need to judge things. When you judge things, you can go into reality. And when you go into reality, you understand things, but you don't enjoy things. Okay, so you don't get bored. Okay, if you want to enjoy your life, don't understand your life. If you want to understand your life, you are not going to enjoy your life. But to understand your life, you need judgmentalness. You need strong power to judge. Okay, and to enjoy your life, you don't have to judge things. You just enjoy it without any judgment. Okay, right, wrong, true, false, history, message. Forget all these things. If you just want to enjoy your life. Okay. So this was convex, and this was concave. Okay, like this. Now a planar face. Okay, which have almost everything similar in the face. Okay, the length is like a plane. Okay, not just rectangle from here, but also from here, and also from here. That means this jawline is neither going downwards nor going upwards. Okay, it is exactly going straight like this. Consider, delete my jawline till over here. Okay, then if my jaw was starting from here and ending over here, then my face would be called planar. Okay. If the person is planar, then that person is totally balanced in their life. They give equal priority to work, equal priority to family, and their what you say, planar face is somewhat like they don't show different things and they don't be different things. Okay, they are what is they are inside and what they are outside is the same person. Okay, in astrology we say that the person with same Aruda Lagna and same ascendant, that is the normal Lagna, they are most likely to have a planar face. Okay, and the planar face is what makes a person inside out. So if you are searching for an inside out person, see the jawline. The jawline should not be going so much down, and it must also not be going so much up. The jawline should be equal to the the end of the lips. Okay, over here, and the chin should be like this above. Okay, like this. The chin should be a bit above, like this. Then they are what they are inside and outside, they are the same person. Okay. So this was the planar face. Next comes the concave convex face. So the mixture of concave and convex, which means it is concave from here and convex from down. The forehead is very big, but in comparison, the chin is very small. Okay, consider the half chin. If consider this chin is half, then like this. Okay, big forehead, small chin. These people are very weak, impulsive, because see, this Ketu is giving the power of control, and this forehead is giving the power of need, desire, achievement. Okay, so need, desire and achievement is very big, but control is very less. Okay, so if this is like this and this is also short like this, the person lacks self-control. Okay, the person lacks self-control in all the fields. Mine is still bigger because I accept things on in presence of anybody. See, I might not be in my self-control when I am overly emotionally attached to someone. Okay, when I am emotionally attached to someone and somebody disturbs them, or they are being disturbed, or they are creating disturbances, I lose my self-control. Okay, see my chin. See, it is shorter than that of my forehead. Okay.